Welcome back to a brand new video. TBF Gaming here, jumping once again into the Infected. Excited to show you guys something that's coming in a future update for the Infected. Earlier today, we got an opportunity to talk to the Infected developer. They hooked us up with the development branch key so we can check this out and kind of show off some of the things in future build, which is really cool. I know that Game Edge and Cage already did a video for this. I did watch those, but I'll try not to do my video too much like them. But you guys know I look up to them big time, so huge shout out to the Infected developer for just allowing us to check this out, as well as just making a great game that we've enjoyed for a really long time. You guys know that The Infected is one of my favorite survival games, and I think the development for this game is kind of an example of how to do game development correctly for early access games. They do a good job of listening to their community for a lot of the changes, but they also stay true to their overall vision of the game, and balancing those two things is something that's really difficult, but this game has done it really well so far. So for the bottom line up front, people, the main thing that they've changed for the future update is the AI rework. Say goodbye to the Digger and say goodbye to the Flying Vampire. They've got some new enemies, and they've changed the attack mechanics. There's no more of the little light menu that tells you when the attack is coming. Now you're going to get a chance to get that attack at midnight, and it can get pretty rough. I'll show you a video of it here in just a little bit. They've also made changes to the way that the AI works inside towns, so now the towns are going to be a little more dangerous, so when you make your trips over there, you got to be a little more strategic about it, be a little bit more careful, because it is going to be a lot more dangerous. Basically, these guys are a lot more like the old mini-bosses, which is going to make it really difficult. One of the biggest requests of the game is adding more decor items, and the future update is going to bring a lot of decor to this game. They're going to add new furniture, paintings, shrubbery, all kinds of things that you can add around your base to really bring more life to it. That's been one of the biggest requests for a while, and I'm really excited to see this one. We'll show off some of those specifically at the end. I'll spawn them all in for you guys so we can check them out. Another thing with the aesthetic of the game is now if there's certain trees that you don't want chopped down around your base, you can take the hammer and actually mark certain trees, and those trees will no longer be chopped down by Mike. And then the last thing, since they've added more difficulty to these attacks, they've also increased the effectiveness of the spike traps. So the spike traps now, especially when they're upgraded, can potentially be more powerful than the actual barbed wire, which has kind of been the go-to lately. So the spike traps are going to get a little bit of an upgrade to match up with that AI boost. We're going to jump into creative and make sure that we're loaded into the right save file here in just a minute. I didn't want to do this on my main save file, so I am in one of my old school save files. This is from our previous season. We got the big old build up. This used to be a mountain. You can see the mountain is gone, so now just we're on these giant floating platforms. They're not actually floating, they're touching the ground, but you can see how far down it is. Basically, there used to be a whole mountain right here, and that's all gone now. Huge changes to this map. I kind of want to jump into this old save and see what happened to it, but we're going to show off some of the stuff in here. I'm going to go to midnight and actually check out the attack, and we're going to start spawning in some of the things here. All right, so real briefly before we get into all the changes and the additions a little bit later in the video, I did want to talk real quick about the evolution of this game just in terms of the map and the enemies. I think that's like the two biggest changes. Obviously, the items, the decor, the building options, all that stuff has gone big updates, but I think that it's really cool seeing where the map and the enemies have gone, because I want to talk about that very first map. We didn't get to check that one out very much. That was right before we started playing this game. We started on that next map, which was the first season that we did here on YouTube. That one was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that map. And then they changed to the map that we're on currently, but they didn't at that time have all the biomes in. So in the most recent update, they added the biome change in here, which added the redwood and the desert areas, which I think is pretty awesome. It really changes the map up. They also got rid of a bunch of the mountain ranges to give you guys more opportunities to build. Just a really cool update. We've also seen continual improvement with the look of the enemy, starting with the old school infected bad guy. Looked a little bit crazy. Then you had your classic Bambis, the addition of the boss Bambi, who I always like to call Bambi. Then in more recent updates, you got the Diggers, the Vampires, and the Garwolves. But in the next update, we're going to say goodbye to the Goblin, say goodbye to the Flying Vampire, and we'll get a new crew of bad guys, which I'll try to show off here in just a second. Now, while updates like new enemies and new enemy AI is really exciting for the game, this game is all about the building. And what they're doing for the next update is going to be adding a bunch of decor items. This is one of the biggest requests in the community for a really long time. So excited to see that they're really listening to the community on this one, and they're adding some really cool stuff. This might have been stuff they already had planned, but I know this has been one of the big requests by me and a lot of other people. So now if you're going to go into furniture, there's actually a drop down underneath furniture, and there's a bunch of stuff here. We've got bedroom stuff. Yes, the bigger bed. I'm so excited about that. Kitchen stuff, bathroom stuff, living room stuff, dining room, lighting, and other. So lots of cool changes in here. They've also got the decor one, which is going to give you round carpet, painting A, painting B, plants, ceiling plants, a bunch of vases or vases. Just really cool. All right, let's quickly go through all the furniture stuff. I went ahead and spawned it all in so you guys don't have to sit there and wait for me to get it spawned in through the menu. It's really simple, though. Just go into your little build booklet here, placeables, furniture. You got a little drop down. And then you got your bedroom, kitchen, bathroom, living room, dining room, lighting, other. And you also have your decor tab here. So lots of cool stuff in here. So the first one up is all the living room stuff. This is kind of cool. You got a bunch of different chairs that you can actually sit on, which will help you regain health, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and get rid of that little bar over there. A couple little tables, couple cabinets, lots of other chairs. Every one of these it looks like you can sit in, which is cool. Lots of different versions. Little computer desk chair. Got a couple couches. Same thing. You can sit on these things. Very nice. There's also a couple new coffee tables. Little coffee tables look excellent. Then on the big couch. Got the nice looking one there. Got a little shelf. A small one. A desk. And then moving on to the rest of the bedroom stuff. I can't remember if this is part of the living room or bedroom stuff. Let me look real quick. Placeable furniture, living room. Okay, that's part of the living room stuff. So that's all living room still. Moving on to the bedroom stuff. You got the OG bed, the old school little rickety bed. Moving up to the slightly nicer bed, to the really nice bed. And then a couple of the items for the bedroom, which are actually double as storage space. You have more storage space using these ones. I couldn't access this one. They also do a little bit of animation when you open them up, which I think is pretty cool. Got the big cabinet there. So that is the bedroom stuff there. On this side, we got the bathroom stuff. You got a sink, which does hook up to the electricity and water, just like the, well, not electricity and water, but it hooks up to the water so you can get water from it, like so. Boom. There you go. Oh, our water house is not turned on right now. Also got a toilet, which same thing. You can sit down on this one, and it seems to let you go to the bathroom. So that's interesting. Not sure if there's a mechanic involved or if it's just funny. Next one up is the dining room. Got a couple new tables. You got the old school table, which had that weird blood spatter on it. But then you can move up to the little bit fancier table, the big block table, the little round table, the metal table. Got a little small bench. Got a couple different chairs, which once again you can sit on. Very, very cool. So that's all of the dining room stuff. And then for the actual decor stuff, this is kind of cool because if you go placeables, you go decor, and you click on one of these paintings, it's going to change which one it puts down each time you put it down. So let's go ahead and do it real quick. So if we go like that, like that. Oh, that's a new one. I haven't seen that one yet. Very cool. All right. And you get a chance to have a different one each time. So there's lots of different ones. We'll throw a few more down and just see if we get any cool ones I haven't seen yet. I'm not sure how many total there are, but there's definitely a lot of cool ones. I think that'll really add to your base place when you start making a bunch of those. So you got those ones that I put up over here. There you go. Except for the clown one. No one wants that guy. Then you got the smaller ones over here. Just slightly smaller. Some other cool models. That one's crazy looking. There you go. Very awesome. As well as a couple little things. You got vases or vases. You got the little shrubbery. And then you got the 2 different carpets. So that's the kind of the stuff for the decor. So lots of cool stuff added here. Hopefully I showed everything without skipping anything. I think it's pretty cool. Let's go ahead and show off the attacks. I'm going to run into town and show you guys the town stuff. And then we're also going to sleep till midnight and do a attack here. All right, let's go ahead and take a trip into the town so we can check these guys out. Like I said, they're going to be a little bit more dangerous now, so we got to be careful. We are in God mode. We're on our practice save world, so yeah, man, this is going to be brutal, man. The mini boss mode that they can just absolutely wreck you. We hit him like 3 times. See how many times we got to hit him. 3 times with the spear, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7 or 8 times. So it's going to be brutal. Coming to towns is going to be a lot more dangerous. Definitely going to have to be really careful coming here. And then you got this guy, also probably boss mode where he can grab you. I think so. There you go. He was a little bit easier. Is that it for right now? I think that was it. But definitely gives you an idea of what these guys are going to be like. Towns are going to be a lot more dangerous. There you go. Get to him before he does anything. Come on. Okay, we got that guy. There you go. That first one gave us a lot of trouble. But there you go. That kind of gives you an idea of what they're going to look like inside a town. Obviously, we're a little bit more built up, so we're able to do this right now. I don't know how we're going to do it when we get back to our regular save. Going to the towns is going to be a lot more difficult. Let's head back to base so I can show you guys a couple more things. Okay, it happened. I heard the little ding. Let's go see what happens at midnight. This is the midnight attack that has a chance to happen. This has a chance to completely wreck our base. Now, we're in our old school base, so this is not a big deal. This is not my current save file. This is my old save file. I didn't want to risk loading into the more recent one. Let's go see. The music is definitely intense. Now, I'm in God mode, so I don't have to worry about dying or anything like that, but hopefully we can get a quick look at what these guys look like. Plus, my base is kind of half floating anyways because we built on some mountains before. Oh, I hear them. Where are we at? I don't like that I can hear them, but I don't see them anywhere. Oh, there they are. Whoa, they came out of nowhere. And like I said, we're in God mode, so we don't have to worry about it, but now we can get a good look at what these guys look like. That is kind of awesome. Okay. Nice, nice. So they're all about the same size. They are vicious, so no more of the digger. Now we have a guy with a bat, so they changed that model. Looks way better. Wow. Wow, this is going to be brutal, man. Look at that. Even in God mode, we're in trouble. Very cool, man. All right, let me get rid of these guys real quick. So very cool. We'll go check out a town too and see what it looks like over there. But there's the new models. I think they look pretty epic and amazing. There we go. Finish them off. Finish that guy off. There you go. Definitely a better rework. I like the way those guys look. So there you go. If we were not in God mode, that would have been a quick death for us. We probably should have checked out how the spikes work now, but since everything's kind of messed up here. But this is my old save file. This used to be a mountain range here, so obviously it looks a little bit funny. All right, guys, so there it was. We showed off a little bit of everything that's in this future update. Hopefully we showed off everything and I didn't forget anything. There was a lot coming with this one. Thank you to the developer for hooking us up with the ability to check this out, as well as thank you to Game Edge and Cage for doing the videos first so I could watch that and have a little bit better idea of what's going on. Hopefully we didn't leave anything out. Hopefully we showed off some of the stuff, and hopefully you get a chance to check this out in the near future. I will definitely let you know if we see anything else new. This has been a lot of fun. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much. 19,200 subs and counting. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. See you then.